All right, and we are live, ladies and gentlemen. How is everybody doing? Whoever's watching right now. Is my frame rate okay? No, let me change the just a little. Hold on, just a quick second. This is okay. Let's see. I kind of like it better. So at a good, almost there. Okay. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Still just a little. Christ. Okay. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, it doesn't matter whether my shirt is too bright or what. But anyway, hello guys. How you doing? It's your boy Joshua Williams here. I keep thinking that the the lens over here is over there. So I hope you guys are all doing good. I'm doing pretty well right now. I'm kind of multitasking, and I honestly decided since I have the opportunity to stream essentially. So because honestly, like after the last stream, well, not just after the last stream, after the last few streams that I've been doing, honestly, I'm like, yeah, I kind of like streaming with you guys. So it's something I kind of want to do a lot more often, if that makes any sense. So so that's kind of why I'm streaming today. So just I don't think there's really much that I have to chat about, to be honest with you. But kind of just wanted to talk. Kind of. I mean, that's that's what we usually do. I don't come onto these streams with a with what am I trying to say? I don't come on to these streams with like any topic that I usually talk about. I mean, except for the Infinity Train stream that I did, because I didn't make a video about that. But so I mean, I don't know. Like I kind of had somewhat of a topic, but I was like, I'm not quite sure if that's a topic I would do for a stream. Not quite sure. And let me actually open the window just very quickly. Yep, you just heard my new, well, not my, but my mom's new security system. So every time we open like a window downstairs or a door downstairs, we'll hear a fault, open window, whatever. All that kind of stuff. So yeah, so again, welcome to the stream. Hope you guys enjoy. I keep thinking that the I keep thinking that the camera lens is over here, but it's over here. So I gotta get out of that. Gotta get out of that habit. So, how are you guys doing? Hope you guys are all doing good. Lacey favorite says hi. Hi, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Northwestern Railway 66 is the first time I've been on time for one of your. That is so true. That's actually true, because a lot of times you come in like either halfway, or sometimes I'd say sometimes almost when I'm about to end the stream, and then I kind of extend it a little bit anyway. So that's true. Yeah. Flyo Hale, the same. Also good, to be honest. Okay, cool. And then Lacey favorite. Oh, welcome to the stream, by the way. Sorry about that. And Lacey favorite says, "I really love your videos, my dude. Thank you very much. That means a lot to me, by the way." Yeah, so speaking of videos, hold on, Christian Bennett. Hey, how you doing, man? I hope you're glad you're doing good. So that's a good thing to know. Speaking of videos, so I recently, recently uploaded a a Reddit thread video that I did. Well, not a Reddit thread. I was reacting to kind of like three of them at the same time, to be honest. And my shirt is just like very bright because of this damn light. That's crazy. But then at the same time, I'm dark, so that's the disadvantages of being black sometimes. Anyway, but yeah, I made a video. I posted it recently. Just hold on, just a quick second. Lucy Favorite says, I found your Lacey. Sorry about that. Lacey Favorite says, first found your channel when I saw your video on Cartoon Network's Broken Schedule. Yeah, that was one of the more recent videos that I made in terms of like the past 3 years or so. Probably past 4, honestly. I don't know. where it's actually gotten a lot of views. And so, yeah, that was definitely interesting. Didn't expect that, but it happened. You know. Um, excuse me. I just noticed my no, my frame rate's not that bad. Okay. But I recently uploaded a video, doing like this, kind of reacting to like Reddit videos. I mean, Reddit threads and stuff. And like, yeah, if you haven't seen the video, I do recommend that you check it out. Mainly because you guys are my subscribers, fans, and yada yada yada. And I want to know what your opinions are on the on the video. If this was a video that you enjoyed, if it's something that you guys would like to stay on the channel for more content, or if this is something you honestly do not care about, So, um, oh yeah, excuse me. So, I reacted to. If you haven't seen it, the three threads that I reacted to was r slash dumb or stupid people. I think kind of the same thing. R slash facepalm and r slash nice guys. Um, and like I'm surprised. First of all, it didn't get a lot of views, which makes sense because technically I did upload it like really late at night. It was I I wanted it to well. Here's what happened, essentially, and if I can remember in particular, in terms of like say recording the episode, and you probably don't really notice while watching the video, but when I was recording the episode, it was late at night. I was that was kind of the only time I had. I couldn't do it in the morning because I was going out and doing some stuff. And then my mom was downstairs almost the whole day, and so I just wasn't really able to post. I mean, wasn't able to post. I wasn't able to record the video that I wanted to do. So, because there's I don't really have a lot of places to film in a way. Like this is kind of well, and I can film upstairs, but at the same time, I don't really want to take the computer back into my room, mainly because like when I used to have the computer in my room, I would kind of just stay in my room, kind of isolated in my room. And so it's kind of better to have the computer downstairs where I'm in the family room, in the kitchen and everything like that. So at the very least, I'm not just like locked in my room all day. I didn't really particularly like that, so neither did my mom, because we were kind of separated so far. It was whatever. So, I kind of like it better when I have more open space. And my room is big, but it's not like big enough to where I feel like I have a lot of space to do a lot of stuff. So, I don't know. This isn't really the best place to have the computer either because I'm on a island, the kitchen island. So, that's not really the best place to have the computer either. So, eventually, that's something we're trying to figure out, by the way. Where can you go? Where can I keep the computer, and where can I have a workspace, I guess. Not really for YouTube, but just in general, like when I do work on the computer. So that's kind of something we're figuring out. But back to the video though. I was, just waiting for her to go upstairs and eventually go into her room so I could be able to record because I usually don't like recording when my mom's around. Obviously, I'm not gonna record when my mom's downstairs. If my mom's upstairs, in her little there's I don't know how to really explain it. There's like a room, kind of like a hangout room, I guess. Used to be my hangout room. Well, yeah, it used to be my playroom when I was a kid. Now it's kind of just like I don't know if you'd call it a lounge area or whatever, but it's an open space and it's pretty nice. But she kind of works up there now, even though this room over here is her office. Well, supposedly supposed to be her office. She just recently got it redone. And I was recording in that room too, but she kind of resituated it now to where I kind of can't. I mean, I can, but I can't bring the computer in. So like, if I were to do another Reddit video, which I'm planning on doing since this one did so well. And forgive me if I'm not looking at the camera for a while. I am texting somebody at the same time. But since it was, if I do like another Reddit video, correct? Like I wouldn't be able to bring the computer and set it down somewhere and film. Like the way she has it configured, because she had like a small, it was kind of like I think it was called a lap table, probably for like, you can sit down and bring a table and, do something on the computer or something like that. I think I'm not sure what those are called in particular. Um, but what was it? What is it? Yeah, but now she's kind of using it as a place to rest one of her lamps on. So I'm not able to use that anymore. I mean, I could remove it and yada yada yada, but it's sometimes I'm lazy and I'm just like, nah, I just want to go in and film. So this is kind of the easiest place at the moment, but eventually we'll. But going back to what I was saying, when I was, waiting for her, when she eventually got into her room and everything like that, I eventually, got ready to film. And not only that, but my editor was only able to edit the video the next day. So I really only had that day, essentially, to film the video. And I was really filming it like at 12 o'clock in the morning, I think. So I was tired. I was tired, and I think there was just certain posts that I just wasn't really comprehending, and because of that, I wasn't. There were just certain posts that had to have been cut out. Sometimes I was misreading a couple of things or whatever, uh, and so because when he was editing it, he noticed like certain posts where I kind of didn't fully understand it or whatever, and I was like, I am terrible at this. Oh my god, I can't believe whatever, blah blah blah. and and like I was like, at that time I was like, you know what, I think this is the only time I'm ever doing this video. I clearly suck at this. So I almost literally said, I kind of hope this video doesn't do well so I don't have to do another one. But at the same time, I didn't. It's like I wanted the video to do well. Because the last thing I want to do is upload a kind of video where people don't like it and, it's all that. So, I always want the not the review, the videos to kind of be approved by the fans that are watching it. So, so that's kind of how my line of thinking is in terms of that. Um, but yeah, I was filming it pretty late at night. I was tired, so so next time when I record the video, hopefully it'll be during the day when I'm fully energized and everything like that. And the other thing is, I mentioned this briefly in the beginning of the video. But the way I do this video, by the way, is that I don't see any of the posts beforehand, like none, because I want the reactions to be as genuine as possible. Sometimes I may play it up just a little bit to maybe try to be a bit more goofy, but that's not really in reaction to the. Well, in a way, yeah, but like sometimes I kind of think of, oh, I could do this and make it a bit more funny or whatever, and it's like but for the most part, I want my reactions to these posts to be more genuine. I don't want it to seem fake at all. So that's kind of that situation when it comes to those videos. So I have my editor Alex pick these posts ahead of time, and he'll send it to me via email or Dropbox, and I'll download it. And then when I get ready to film, I'll go ahead and pull up the pictures, and it'll basically be a live reaction. That's kind of how I do it. So that's kind of, again, kind of want to have it as genuine as possible. So, yeah, so hopefully that translated well. I mean, it's doing okay. I mean, again, not really a lot of views on that video, which is, not a big deal to me at all. But the biggest concern for me was whether people were going to like it or if people were going to hate it or whatever. So, I'll do another one. This is not really going to be a permanent, well, okay. This depends. Let's just say that. As of now, it's still not technically a permanent addition to the channel. As much as I want to do those, by the way. But again, for me, I just want. Okay. We're back. Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't know why this keeps happening to me. That's annoying. Completely messes up the like literally completely messes up the momentum of the stream. So that was irritating. So I had to fix a couple of things in that front. So yeah, what was I talking about? Was it the I think I was talking about I don't the Reddit video or something. But yeah, as of now, if I think that's where I was, I really don't remember. Damn. But anyway, so as of now, I still am kind of in the testing phase when it comes to me doing the Reddit video. I'm still not 100% sure if this is again an addition that most people who watch my channel want, or not just want, but if it's an addition that you guys welcome. Like if it's something that you guys like me doing or you enjoy, then obviously I'll continue to do it. If it doesn't seem to get pique your interest or whatever, or if it doesn't seem to pique anyone else's interest in terms of like new subscribers or new viewers or whatever, then obviously those it's not going to stay for long, you know. But that's kind of where my head is right now. So because again, I still want to be able to bring you guys some more content because I try to come out with a cartoon review, and when I say that, I mean like I try to actually think of cartoons to review of or talk about or whatever. I think I don't know. And I haven't been able to rant about certain things. And like if I was more open to do political rants again, I probably would have a whole lot more videos to come out with, but I personally I don't want to talk about politics again. I don't like politics. You know, it just it sucks. That's kind of the only thing I can say. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of the whole thing, you know, and that's exactly why I'm doing this in particular, is because, you know, I want to be able to bring you guys some more videos and again, not be gone every single week. So, yeah, so most likely a video coming up this week. It will most likely be another Reddit React video, I guess. And I don't know if I'm gonna have it be one central thread or if it's still gonna be multiple threads as it was the last time. That depends. I mean, maybe I might start off, you know, if I continue doing these videos more on, more on, more often, more on Christ. But if I continue doing these, then most likely I will most probably eventually do like focus on one thread for one video and do another one for another video and all that kind of stuff. That depends, not 100% sure, but that's kind of where I am when it comes to that. So yeah. So let me go on and read some of these comments that I got. DJ Electro, well, Lacey for favorite says I miss the old Cartoon Network. I do too. I mean, honestly, I would rather Cartoon Network now kind of goes back to 2010, you know, where they were, because even things were starting to get better. You know, I mean, obviously, I would like to go back to the 90s or the early 2000s, of course, but you know where it was in the 2010s was fine as well. We were having some pretty good shows. Yeah, we still had a couple of seeing real stuff, and to be honest, I think I'm the only person that probably doesn't really care all that much that we used to have seeing real. And you know, I mean, maybe because partially when I was younger, I kind of enjoyed some of that stuff. Not gonna lie. So I don't get pissed off or angry at seeing real as much as everybody else does. But obviously I can understand why people didn't like it, because, you know, Cartoon Network, you got some real life stuff coming on. Notice how they haven't really had any live action stuff happening at all. I think, the last live action show they've ever had on Cartoon Network, which was probably around 2012, 13, 14, don't really remember, was Level Up, which that show was something else. It wasn't bad, it wasn't terrible, honestly, but it was definitely up there and being strange. But I didn't mind. And actually, no, the last show they had technically was Incredible Crew, which was produced by Nick Cannon, and for that show, it was okay. You know, there were definitely certain sketches that I thought they could have done better or could have been better, and then there was some that I actually enjoyed. You know, so that show was, you know, it kind of worked in a way. So I kind of enjoyed it, and then in a way I can't say I didn't like it, but you know, it was a show that I was okay with. You know, most people weren't, but I didn't mind it. So, but yeah, reading the comments exactly. DJ Electro, I think you heard a vibration of the phone, maybe. I'm not sure. Either way, DJ Electro 2000 says, good vids, diverse content, keep on pushing, stay consistent. That's what I'm trying to do. Hopefully I can keep up with that. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see. I mean, again, if these, the Reddit videos continue to do as well as they're doing, or better than the current one that I posted now, then yeah, I most likely will be trying to post even more. I don't know if I'm gonna try to post multiple times per week. I think that would just be a bit too much. I mean, especially considering I'm not sure where my future is right now. And when I say that, what I mean is I don't know, because currently I'm working at a job where I'm only there for like a couple of times per week. And I'm trying to get a new job so I can get some more money, possibly get a new computer, get, some other stuff, mainly to help out with not just with YouTube, but also with my photography, because I'm, wanting to be an inspired photographer. I mean, I got a camera. I do have a camera. I mean, it's upstairs, isn't it? Yeah, my camera is upstairs, I think. Because I was gonna show it to you, be like, hey, this is the camera I got, but no, I think it's upstairs still, hopefully. So, but yeah, I got a camera, so I'm doing more photography, trying to get into doing headshots and taking pictures of people, like portraits and stuff. But like if I get eventually a new computer, because this one's okay, but it's a pretty old computer. It's almost 10 years old, to be honest. So, um, but where was I? Yeah, the computer, but I would like to get a much more faster computer. So not only because this is going to be an interesting thing to say here, because the current editor I have right now, really, which is my best friend Alex, which I think you saw him earlier in the stream, because he did mention he did comment. I'll read the comment out later on though, but he edits my videos, as you guys know, and he does a really, really good job, honestly. So I'm definitely not getting rid of him as an editor yet. I mean, not yet. What am I talking about? That's not going to happen. Though, if I were to do, like, because I still do want to do some, like, cinematic type videos on my other channel, right? The other channel, which is the Bun Bun Vlogs, which I really should change that name. I don't know what name I change it to, but because I'm not really vlogging. If anything, like, it's mostly kind of cinematic videos, and I got to start making some more of those, definitely. Of course, get the hiccups during the stream. It doesn't surprise me none. So hold on just for a quick second. Okay. So many setbacks. It's crazy. But as I was, yeah, Amazing with a Gumball. Awesome show. But as I was saying, when I was, got to start doing more of these cinematic type videos, which is what I film on my new camera. And those would be the kind of videos that I would be editing, because like I kind of would have a bit more, I guess, freedom in terms of what I would like to see happen in the vlog, or try to do a certain style, whatever. Even though he does a good job at editing those videos too, obviously. Just I would probably like to try my hand at editing those videos and see how I could, like, I guess, tell a story with all the, everything like that. But with that being said, as I was saying, I don't know if I would be able to post videos multiple times per week. I mean, even though I know that's YouTube's current algorithm. It is, where I'm so freaking fleshed out. Like it's insane. Like it goes in and it goes out. See, it's brighter now and it's whatever. But I know that's YouTube's algorithm. You know, you post every single day, and you'll get more viewers and this and that and yada yada yada. But it's not sustainable for everybody. You know, like I certainly can't do it. If I can get to the point, that's most likely not going to happen. But if I were to get to the point, right, to where I could kind of like just do YouTube full time, gain some money from it or whatever, then fine. That probably would be something I do. But every single day, I don't know. I mean, you would easily get burnt out. Honestly. I mean, because it's hard work in a way. You got to record, then you edit, and then you do this, you do that. And I see some of these people who post every single day, and it's like I have no idea how they do it. Even though, excuse me, I know there's certain people, kind of like r slash, that's his YouTube name. He kind of posts every single day, and I think that's a video that's I would probably say a bit more easier to do every day. Because his videos are in a way simple. It's him reading some of these threads and some of these long posts, and he kind of just shows the text while he's reading it and all that. Yeah. So first of all, I know I'm kind of skipping all the way to the bottom. Bragg Saga, have you heard that the Fairly Odd Parents finally ended? Yes, I've said that like multiple times. Not trying to sound rude to you. Don't think like that. But it's almost every time you've come on the stream, you've always kind of said the same thing. Oh, Fairly Odd Parents ended. It's like, yes, I know that. Everybody knows that. It's not new news. So yeah, so that's the only thing I can say on that one. So but yeah, but where was I? What was I honestly kind of barely remember what I was talking about right now. No, the whole r slash and how he posts every day. His kind of videos are easy too. So if I were to kind of do those kinds of things, then yeah, I probably would be posting every day. But I don't think I would even try to do that personally. I think the most I could do, the funny thing about that is that I remember when I first started doing my own videos, like all the way back in 2013 or 2012. I don't remember when I actually started, but I do remember when I was editing my own videos. Before, I was barely doing any editing. The only thing I was doing before was when I was doing the videos, I would kind of edit just a little bit of like my avatar, like my pony avatar that I used to have. And I would barely do any of that, but I would kind of just record my thoughts on, like, say, a certain topic or a collage of topics or whatnot, and I would just post it. That's what I would do. I would do minimal editing. So when you would see those videos, I would kind of repeat myself a crap ton of times, and I would always be like, it was not really all that well polished back then because I didn't really know how to do that at the time, and eventually I started editing the audio, and I was like, okay, I can cut this out, da 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 da, so that's kind of whatever. But that's when I was doing those videos back in the day. I do definitely remember I almost was posting like twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week. Then it went down to once a week, or sometimes it would still be 2, and yada yada yada. So, I think the most I could do is 2 times a week, honestly. But once a week is kind of easier. But it all really depends. Generally, on, say, if I post a video and then there's something else I want to talk about, and I'm like, oh, okay, gotta make a video, I want to post it, all that kind of stuff. Most of the videos that I do generally aren't planned like way ahead of time, so that's that kind of thing. Let's get back to these comments, by the way. Where was it? Oh yeah, Northwestern Railway 66 says CN's more focused on streaming. If you notice these days, the Adventure Time spinoff coming next year is going on HBO Max. Yeah, that's true. I mean, also noticed with Cartoon Network is that with almost every show they have, if they have new episodes coming out, they are always talking about their Cartoon Network app. And they say, go to the Cartoon Network app and you can see the episodes before it airs on TV. Now, I don't know if that partially is kind of affecting them in ratings in terms of, oh, how much they even get in premieres now, because everyone's seeing it on the app nowadays. But, I mean, not everybody, technically, but you got a lot of people who do it. And maybe those still count to how many people watch the episodes and whatnot. Honestly, I don't really know. But yeah, they've definitely been, slowly getting towards that, streaming and doing online content and all that kind of stuff. Which, in a way, is smart. I can't lie about that. It's kind of smart to start kind of going into that direction because it kind of seems like that's where education, where entertainment is starting to go now. Like a lot of kids are mainly online nowadays. They're on social media, they're on YouTube, they're on all this stuff. So, I mean, they still watch TV. Don't get me wrong; like it's not dead just yet, but it's slowly getting there, 100%. Um, but like it is kind of smart for them to try to start going in that direction, if that makes any sense. But I didn't know about the Adventure Time spinoff. Like, I guess that was just announced on HBO, so that's definitely interesting. So who knows how that works? So hopefully it's good. I don't know if it's gonna be like a limited series or is it gonna be? I don't know. I haven't heard much about it to be honest, but it's gonna be interesting. That's all I can say. Let's see. Lacey Favorite says, I used to watch the original Teen Titans on Cartoon Network all the time so much it drove my grandma crazy. Oh man, I don't remember how much I watched Teen Titans when I was younger, but I definitely enjoyed that show when I was younger. Like it was a show that I would always watch when it always comes on. And then now they got Teen Titans Go, and I can't stand that show. Like I don't really care about it anymore, to be honest. Like you see some of these other cartoon channels, right? That almost constantly talk about Teen Titans Go, or at least that's what they used to do before. I only talked about it like maybe twice or a couple of times on my channel, but all of those were like spread out. It wasn't like, oh, here's a video about Teen Titans Go, another video about Teen Titans Go, here. It's like it gets, it's like it's pointless. Why talk about it so often like that? Like there's no point. Where else? The Funko Frog, yeah, he's the one that edits my videos, guys. The Funko Frog, he edits my videos. Yeah, great videos. I love the editing style ever since the Powerpuff Girls vid. Who does it? That's his kind of humor. He does it all the time. But not all the time when it comes to these streams, because he, but still, yeah, he's the editor. The reason why his channel is the Funko Frog, and I think that's I'm saying it now, Funko or Funko, I don't know. But he does unboxings of Funko Pops. He's a collector. I don't know how many he has, like over 300, 400 maybe? I might be over-exaggerating that. No idea, but he has a lot. That's all I can tell you. So if that's the kind of stuff you're into, definitely check out his channel for that. Let's see. One Mikey 19 says, what are your thoughts on that Kid Ryan getting a show on Nick Jr.? Surprising? I don't think it should really surprise me. I mean, well, it is surprising, but at the same time, it shouldn't surprise me, because this wasn't the first time that Nickelodeon has made a show from online content. They did Fred with the Fred show and those Fred movies as well. And then they gave Lucas Cruikshank another freaking show, and that was the worst thing I think Nickelodeon has ever. One of the worst sitcoms I think Nickelodeon's ever had. Like that was just god awful. It didn't even last for. I'm not even sure if it really lasted a full season. Maybe it did, but it didn't last that long. Thank God, because it was just terrible. Like my God, it was ridiculous. I don't know how anyone thought that anything that they had on there was hilarious. No idea. It's insane. And then they also, at some point, they were also having like a React video. You know, kind of like the React videos that you got on YouTube, kind of like close to kids react to blah blah blah. They even had that at some point on Nickelodeon as well. So it doesn't surprise me that they have Ryan's toy reviews or something, and boom, you know, they made a show of it. Um, it's crazy. I don't care. Like I literally don't care, even though I've seen I don't care enough to watch an episode because why should I? But I do. I have seen like a couple of clips from it, and it definitely it looks weird. But it's for little kids. It's like whatever. But I don't know. It's got a second season. There's a couple of people that are definitely mad at the show, and I'm like, I just don't care. Like I don't care. It's not hard. It's harmless, honestly. But I don't care. I don't care. You know, I just don't care. Um, Ryan even has a video game. Wait, he has a video game. I, that's weird. I don't even know how to respond to that. He apparently has a video game. Okay. I don't know how to respond to that. That's weird. Jason also says, but what did I expect? Ryan's Mystery Playdate is based on the YouTube channel from the dark side of YouTube. Dark side of YouTube. It's crazy how he has a crap ton of subscribers because you know he's a kid. I mean, I think that just kind of tells you that YouTube biggest platform, well, biggest platform, YouTube's biggest audience is literally children. You know, I think that probably tells you honestly. You know, you got a lot of these gamers that are also the biggest kind of YouTubers as well, and you got honestly, I'm not gonna count the likes of Jake Paul and Logan Paul because yeah, their subscriber base are mainly of young kids, but their content doesn't reflect that, which is nuts. You know, it's like I don't get it. You know, I mean, they know that's what their demographic is, and even though Logan Paul, you know, talks about how he wants his demographic to be older children and you know all that stuff, it's still the you know, I mean, it's whatever. It's crazy, but that kind of tells you. Even when you got these, which is something I just personally do not understand. You got these family channels on YouTube, which is literally these channels where it's like all these families are, you know, vlogging their everyday lives and stuff like that. I'm not sure why those are popular. I don't get it. I really really don't get it. You know, I don't see the appeal, and I just I don't know. I don't know. I never really watched any of them either because I'm sure most of them are all the same. To be honest, and they all probably are fake too. Not saying that the families are fake. It's just I'm sure after a while they kind of just start faking a lot of stuff for YouTube, and that's you know kind of how these things go. It's typical. Um, let's see. Red Sega says, "Do you prefer Mario, Sonic, or Crash?" I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I played all of them while I was a kid. You know, I played some Mario games, played probably only one or two Sonic games when I was a kid on the Game Boy. And Crash, I only played one game of Crash on the Game Boy as well. Um, so honestly, I can't say I really prefer any of. I don't know. Like that's a good question. I really have no idea when it comes to that. Um, Lob City 2.0 says, "Damn, you're late." Yeah, kind of, but not really. You know, well, yeah, but you're not that late. Let's just say that. But welcome, welcome. Um, Northwestern Railway 66 says, "Speaking of the Powerpuff Girls, CN doesn't talk about the reboot anymore. Yes, it exists. In case you've forgotten. Yeah. The series, I think I'm assuming the show's done, but I'm not sure because again, they don't really talk about it anymore. You know, clearly it's not as good as they probably were expecting it to be, and it's not getting the ratings that they were also expecting it to be to get. You know, so like yeah, it's they really screwed up with that show. I mean, we were all expecting it to be great and everything. Like there are a couple of clips that they showed off to us where we were, you know, kind of impressed. And then the series came on, and then we were like, no, this is bad. Then you got Bubbles freaking no, it was, I think, yeah, it was Bubbles and Blossom, I believe. twerking. I'm like, what? And no, it was just, I I don't. Hi, sorry about that. But I don't understand how, like, I don't know. It is they just really screwed up. Um, it's crazy. But let's continue on with the. I mean, and the weird part is actually before. I think recently, like earlier this year, they kind of did this like whole fashion line or huge merchandise toy sale about the Powerpuff Girls and such. And it was just strange to me because it was like, well, you don't air the show anymore, yet it's still big enough supposedly to have like these toys or something like that. It was weird. It was just weird to me. Um Lab City 2.0 says, "Oh yes, I remember React to that on YouTube on Nickelodeon." Yeah, that's right. That was the name of the show. React to that. That I think that only lasted for like a few episodes or something. I don't know. I just found it a weird concept to bring a reaction type video that you see on YouTube to TV. I mean, even though we somewhat kind of have those on television in a way, kind of like this is a show that doesn't really have any more new episodes anymore, but it's on True TV. World's Dumbest. They basically were reacting uh, to videos. You got America's Funniest Home Videos. They're reacting to videos and shows like that. Technically, we have people reacting to videos. At the same time, though, they do it differently. Like America's Funniest Home Videos basically shows us the funniest videos that they find on the internet, yada yada yada. And World's Dumbest had like all these celebrities kind of reacting to these videos and saying some silly commentary over it. Whereas with the videos that I think they were doing with React to that on Nickelodeon, it was literally compilations of people sitting down in front of like a wall or a backdrop or whatever, and they were literally reacting to the video, and you saw the video in the corner, kind of like the same format that you see on YouTube. And it's just no, like it was just weird. It just didn't make any sense to me. But that's what they did. It's gone now, so it's whatever. But it was just strange. Um, One Mikey 19 said Nickelodeon is also going to make a show based off of Baby Shark. Is that true? I'm looking that up. I am looking that up right now. Baby Shark. Nickelodeon. Oh God. Oh no. No, 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 no. You're serious. How did I not hear about this? This was announced months ago, and I'm just what? Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know. This is I don't know how to respond to that. I don't know how to respond. They have a live show touring across the country right now of Baby Shark. That's just Christ. I don't even know, dude. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. No, wow. You learn something new every day. That's insane. Lob City 2.0 says, I still don't get how you can get millions of views from a kid just playing with toys. I think I don't know either, but if I have to somewhat think about it, I would probably have to guess it has to do with again, the biggest I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe it's because like people tend to like watching, because sometimes, say, if you try to look for how to cook this or how to make this or how to repair something, you generally go on YouTube to literally find videos on how you do stuff. So that's probably the same when it comes to kids, like, I guess, or parents probably watch a kid maybe doing a review of a toy and be like, maybe my kid would like something like that. I don't know. It could. I don't know if it's the kids that are really watching this or if it's parents that are watching it. I really have no idea. I don't know how it works either. It's honestly, it's a phenomenon. Like, you can literally be any parent. Have a big budget production behind you, or not really. You could just have like a DSLR camera, which is what I have. um excuse me, to literally have your kids playing with toys, like a new toy that they bought them or whatever, and you'll have a lot of viewers. It's insane, but somehow it works. I don't know how, but it does. You know, it's crazy, and it's some of these people. I don't know. I mean, basically, all of these parents that do that are technically exploiting their children in a way, but at the same time, I guess some of the kids are actually having fun playing with these toys or something. I really don't know. Honestly, I don't care. It's just weird, you know, but yeah, it's very strange. And again, it tells you that the biggest demographic on YouTube right now is children, young children. So it's crazy, to be honest. Um, let's see. Lob City 2.0 says, like, I could do that and I would probably not even get one view. I mean, I mean, you're not a kid. You're not a kid on a camera, so technically true. You know that yeah. I don't know. I don't know. You also said, did you watch the new Adult Swim cartoon Primal? Yeah, it's created by Jendi Tarkovsky. I don't know how to say that. No, I haven't. I haven't even heard of it, honestly. Haven't. No, I haven't heard much about it, to be honest. So might check that out. Not 100% sure, but might. Jessica Schulman says, what's the pros and cons of TV? I think that's tough if I have to be honest. I think maybe I'd probably say the pros of television, probably say from maybe an actor's standpoint or maybe just a show standpoint, is that you have these networks kind of behind you and they pay you a lot of money. So if you're working on a television show, you get paid a lot of money. And it's the same with movies and stuff like that. It kind of gets shown to I don't know, probably to a certain wide audience as well. Depends on the kind of networks you're on. Maybe. I mean, these are just my guesses. I'm not 100% sure when it comes to that as well. I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm not sure if I'm the person you should ask because I don't really have that much of an answer either. Though if I do have to say a con when it comes to television, um, this was a video I wanted to make a while before, and I don't know if it's a video I'll ever make, but it's about, you know, these cable companies and these television networks, right? You have, like, say, there's a lot of times when you're watching TV, like say you're watching Nickelodeon or you're watching Cartoon Network or whatever, the parent companies of those channels like Viacom and Turner, right? They would go ahead and start posting these what am I trying to say? They'll be posting these commercials on the channels, and they say, call this number if you don't want these channels to go away, and yada yada yada. And it's like, it's honestly very shitty that customers have to continue to go through this. They don't go through this all the time, but you got a lot of times when they have to sometimes, because for some reason these two companies can't reach a agreement, and so, you know, now you got these customers that have to call these companies or call the number to say, please don't take away my channel. I like this channel. I like these shows. I like yada yada yada. It's just, you know, it's just, I don't like that, honestly. It just makes no sense. Like, somehow they have to stop doing that, because especially for what we pay for TV, we shouldn't have to go through that crap over and over and over again, where we're threatened to have certain channels being taken away because two of these companies can't make a deal together. You know, like, it's so that's a con. You don't have to really deal with that generally on, like, YouTube or so. That really kind of depends on, say, what kind of content they make, or say if they don't want to make these videos anymore, or if they get bought out by a bigger company or whatever. But with TV, you know, generally, not every single channel and not every single company, but certain companies, they always, like, there's not a mutual agreement at some point, and then so Viacom will say, okay, well we won't stream on Spectrum anymore. We won't stream our channels on Dish or on DirecTV anymore until we can meet an agreement or something. And it's ridiculous. It's dumb. You know, it's like, again, customers should not have to go through that. It's annoying. So that's the only con. I mean, there's more cons, I guess, but that's kind of like the biggest one I can really talk about, if that makes sense. 51 minutes. Wow, okay. Might end it soon because I do want to start cooking. Gonna make some fried chicken. Never done that before, so just trying something new. I'm always trying to do some new things in the kitchen, so that's yeah. Next. Oh yeah, Lob City 2.0. Why do people enjoy Baby Shark? I don't get the appeal. I don't know either. I mean, I don't hate the song, but like I don't get why it got such huge viewership either, and why it's getting like a live show, and why it's getting a cartoon animated series on Nick Jr. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's weird, but at the same time, I'm not a little child, so I wouldn't know. Even though I'm the same person saying this while I watch a couple of preschool, not really, yeah, technically, certain Disney Junior shows as well, so I should be the last. The last. This, Christ, just fuck, yeah. You know what? Not gonna end it now, but we're ending the stream soon because I am getting so sick and tired of the of this constantly happening, because the app just shut down. Or no, the stream just shut down and it just went to the normal YouTube homepage and I had to restart it again. So it just, well, not restart it, but I had to press the stream icon and it says, "Oh, do you want to resume?" I have no idea why it keeps cutting out like that, so that irritates me. But yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna continue on with some of these questions. Jason says, any requests or reviews you're planning? No, I don't have any requests. If you have any requests that you would like, me to review or rant on, and again, it doesn't have to be cartoon related. Like, let's just put that out there. If you want me to rant about something that's, say, currently going on in society or something like that, even though I would much rather it not have to do heavily about politics. But if there's just like, say if there's a new challenge going on, or if there's a trend that I don't know about that's going on, and you want me to look into it and give my opinions on it, request it. That would definitely help out. And that goes the same with the Reddit videos as well. If there's a certain thread that you guys would want me to react to, let me know, because I got a couple of them that I'm thinking of, even though those are the typical ones, like not malicious compliance, choosing beggars, entitled parents, nice guys, nice girls, and all that stuff. Typical ones, but why not? But if you guys have any ideas of what you would want me to react to in terms of a Reddit thread, then let me know, and I could possibly make it work. Oh, yep. Hide and instantly. Yep, that motherfucker's gone. Oh, no. What the fuck am I talking about? Undo. No. No. Of course. Hide this user on the channel. I'll block him later. Okay, cool. And he posted 2 of them. Yeah. All right. So let's see. What else? What was I really talking about until I got that asshole? Yeah, but yeah, that's the kind of stuff you would like to see me do, then, let me know. What kind of Reddit threads you would want me to see, and yada, yada, yada. I don't know if I'm going to make a post about it, but, like, I'll probably, I don't know. I'm going to do one next week, but you can, possibly do that to, that video. It's in that video, go ahead and, request something. And I don't have any reviews planned right now. I mean, even though not really. I mean, I'm not planning on doing, well, it's not a full on set in stone plan, I guess, if that's what I'm trying to say. I don't fully like. I'm kind of wanting to watch the Casa Grandes, to kind of review it as well, but at the same time, not gonna lie, I'm not really all that interested. You know, I'm not really rushing or really trying to watch the show, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so that's kind of interesting. But it might happen. Not 100% sure, but that really depends. I mean, I think one of the reasons why I'm not really rushing to see it is because I feel as though it's going to be somewhat very similar to The Loud House, and it's not going to be all that different. I don't know. Could be wrong. Still have to watch it to check it out and, have a full opinion on it, obviously. But who knows? It kind of seems like it. Anyway, continuing here. Let me actually go quick to the bottom. Yeah. So I don't know if this dude's like, I don't know if he's blocked or what. Um, I might. That's if I can do it. Go to channel. Yeah. So let me read. What was the comments? There was another comment that was going on. Brian Robbins ain't looking like he's gonna be any better than Seema. Oh, for Nickelodeon. Honestly, I didn't really know we had. Well, I knew that she was gone, but I didn't know that they already got a new president. I don't remember when did they get a new president for Nickelodeon, to be honest, because I might be way behind on this one. I know they got new executives now. I mean, not everybody's new, but I know they have certain new executives. But in terms of like the excuse me, in terms of the what am I trying to? In terms of the president stuff like that, I didn't know they already crowned somebody as a new, or maybe I do, and I literally just do not remember. Okay, good. He is blocked. Cool. Um, but yeah. Was it him that was, yeah, because there was one thing I did want to mention, but I don't remember if it was him that brought it up or if it was another executive of Nickelodeon. But if you guys don't know, because this was announced like 2 weeks ago or something like that. As you guys probably know, there is a SpongeBob Broadway musical, right? It's currently touring on in America right now. And I was talking about it the last time on the stream, and it cut off like right in the middle, and I was like, "Yep, that's the end of the stream." So whatever. But like I was talking about how, oh, you got to see it, yada yada yada. Even if you don't like the cartoon, still go ahead and see it because it's a really good show. Don't get me wrong, it's a really really good show. And this is not just coming from the SpongeBob fans, coming from the theater fan, blah blah blah. I've said it multiple times. However, they are actually bringing the original cast of the Broadway production back. Not everybody, because some of them already are in some different shows and they can't pull out or they don't want to do it or whatever. But, well, I don't think there's anyone that doesn't want to do it. They're probably just too busy to do it, if that makes sense. Because a lot of these actors always have a lot of other projects they sometimes work on. But they're bringing back the original Broadway cast, and they are doing a filming. They're actually going to be in the UK, in Plymouth. I think that's the name of their city. And they're going to be filming at a theater over there. So they're building a set right now, and they're actually going to be filming the entire production of the SpongeBob musical, and they're going to be airing it on Nickelodeon sometime in December. So that's very exciting. Hopefully that goes really well for them because, hopefully that brings a lot more people to actually see the tour. Hopefully it brings a lot more people to talk about the show and yada, 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 and all that kind of stuff. And it makes sense. I'm not sure if it was Brian Robbins that was the one that, say, announced that it was going to happen, or it was the one that thought about, hey, let's go ahead and record this production so we can air it for SpongeBob's 20th anniversary. Because this year, the entire year, well, not the entire year of 2019, but from from July onward to, I assume, probably June of 2020. It's going to be, it's there. Nickelodeon is celebrating the best year ever, since, he's 20 years old now. Or, well, not he's 20 years old, but the series is now 20 years old. So this whole year, the year now is basically SpongeBob's best year ever because it's a big celebration. So it makes sense that because they have the Broadway performance, they're going to be filming that and posting it on YouTube. On YouTube, no, they're not doing that. They're going to be having it air on Nickelodeon to basically celebrate. It makes a lot of sense. I was wondering if they were going to do anything big when it comes to the musical when it comes to their 20th anniversary. It just makes a lot of sense. So if he's the one that came up with that, then honestly, I'm happy with it. Honestly, like, I can't wait to see it again. I see it on TV, and then I'm going to see it when it comes to Hollywood. But yeah, but when it eventually airs, I'm telling you guys, you have to see it. You just have to, 100%. But I don't know if it's him or if it was one of the other executives that brought it up. But yeah, and again, don't remember mentioning that they had a new president. So maybe I do, maybe not. I do remember. Maybe I did hear about it and just don't remember. Honest to God, I really don't know. Anyway, moving on. Lob City 2.0 opinions on Boy Meets World. Never really watched that show. Didn't grow up with it. I mean, it's not that old, obviously, but it wasn't a show that I watched when I was a kid. I only really knew about it until, like, Disney Channel's Girl Meets World came on, which was a show I personally liked. It was such a It was such a striking difference from all the other what am I trying to say? It was such a striking difference from all the other sitcoms that Disney has had, and so it had a whole lot more heart to it, a lot more story, I guess, or a better story in a way. Some that was somewhat more relatable to probably a lot of kids and all that kind of stuff. It was just a lot better than what they had before. So it's kind of that thing. But that's kind of how I knew about Boy Meets World and everything like that, and how there's like the connections and everything. So yeah, so I haven't seen it, so I don't really have much of an opinion on it, and so there's that. Jessica Shulman says, "What's the DC Naturals baseball team fans was singing Baby Shark live on the news, and they made it the baseball team's anthem." Oh man, I think that's happened a couple of times where, like, you would, I think I've seen it a couple of times where it was like um where they would kind of introduce someone's name, like, oh, and this is the team player, what's his name and whatnot, and sometimes they'll play like the song of their choice, and I think that would happen a couple of times where maybe they would end up having the song Baby Shark. I don't know, but that's crazy. It's nuts. Continuing on, one Mikey 19 says, "What are your thoughts on the Muppets Babies reboot? It was created by Tom Warburton, creator of Codename Kids Next Door." Never really, Christ, never really watched the original Muppet Babies because I didn't even know, to be honest, I didn't even know that it was a reboot. I thought this was a new concept. I had no idea that the show actually was aired back in. When did it air? To be honest, is this an older? I can't tell. I can't. I'm not sure if this was like if that show was like newer. I mean newer. If it was aired in the 80s or the 90s or whatever. I have no idea. But I had no idea that Muppet Babies was a thing before the current Muppet Babies now. And I don't really care about Muppet Babies. Like, I don't really even try to watch it. I don't know if the show's good, if it's bad, whatever. It's not one of the shows I'd watch, I guess. I personally don't care for it. I would wish we have more Muppets, like a Muppet show on Disney or something like that. They were supposed to have one on Disney Plus, by the way. But I think it was like at the last minute they scrapped it, and I'm like, what are you guys doing? Why? It's crazy. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's strange, but like I think they it would be great to have more Muppets, because I like the Muppets personally. So let's continue here. There's a few more comments here. Octavian Fernandez, hey, how you doing? Northwestern says, yeah, delete the meanie. Octavian Fernandez says, how you been? I've been good. Things been well. Things can be a little better in certain areas, but I'm pretty good right now. Moha Huss, actually perfect timing on the comment. Will you be getting Disney Plus? I don't think so, personally. I'm not. I don't feel the need to have it, but maybe at some point I will. I don't know. I think there's maybe a couple of shows that I would be interested in watching, but and they're having some of the classic movies and all that stuff, streaming on there as well. But I don't know. I mean, like, it really depends. Maybe I probably should get Disney Plus now, or at least subscribe to it. So when they eventually, well, actually, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Or at the very least, I could try to, just pay the cheaper tickets. I mean, cheaper tickets, the cheaper prices on subscriptions while I still can. So, I don't know. It really depends. Octavian Fernandez says, what are your thoughts on Discovery Family nowadays? I don't really watch it because there's not really much I watch on that channel, so I got no opinions on it, to be honest. Lob City 2.0 says the SpongeBob musical doesn't come to Hawaii, so I'm not going to be able to see it. And then you also say, if you like Girl Meets World, trust me, you'll like Boy Meets World more. Okay, that's cool. All right. I don't know if it airs now, so that really depends. But it does suck that you won't be able to experience the SpongeBob musical live, so that because they're not going to Hawaii. That sucks. I don't think a lot of shows go to Hawaii, which I mean, I think some of them do, but not every show goes to Hawaii. I mean that really depends, to be honest, I think. In fact, SpongeBob kind of should be going to Hawaii because, the Hawaiian culture that's in the show, I mean, it would kind of be a perfect fit for it. But, it kind of sucks that they can't go to Hawaii. But, But on the plus side, again, and luckily for you, and for anybody who isn't able to go to the SpongeBob musical, you will be able to see it in December on Nickelodeon. We don't know what dates exactly. We don't know what day they're going to be airing the special. Excuse me. But it is going to be on Nickelodeon, so if you're not able to go to a live show of it, definitely try to catch it on television. I mean, literally, because it's worth it. It's a really, really, really good show. I mean, like, I don't have to keep saying it over and over again, because it's going to get annoying. But seriously, if you have the chance to check it out when it airs on Nickelodeon, I highly recommend it. And if you have the ability to actually see it on tour, if it comes to your town or whatever, again, I recommend you see it. I literally recommend you see the show. So that's kind of what I have to say about that. I should be ending the stream a little bit sooner. So somebody... Who was the last person that sent me a question? It was Octavian Fernandez. Okay, so you're most likely going to be the last question that last person I'm gonna answer the question to or read. Or maybe Lob City. I don't know. I mean, either way, I'm gonna end it pretty soon, so we're gonna get there. Northwestern Railway 66. Says, and then Disney Channel canceled its Weird Ravens Home. Wait, what? Canceled? Oh! You mean cancel Girl Meets World? Yeah, that's true. I was surprised. I mean, I actually ended up going to a taping of Girl Meets World, in its apparent final season because I didn't know it was the final season. I don't think anyone knew it was going to be the final season. But yeah, it was kind of interesting how they canceled the show, and it was like, okay. I don't know if it was fully Disney that did it, or if it was actually the creators that said, okay, we have our story, we told it, so we're good. I have no idea, but yeah, it kind of sucks that it was, that it did end, And, it was cool to actually go to a taping of a sitcom, so it was nice. Got to meet some of the actors there, and so it was a cool experience. If you ever go to LA, and I think they do some sitcom filming in New York City or whatever, I highly recommend trying to go to a sitcom taping. It's pretty cool, and especially if you want to see your favorite stars live in person. Even though you may not be able to meet them, but if you want to be able to see them in person and watch them perform and all that kind of stuff, that's a good way to do it. And it's free. It's free. So, definitely recommend doing that. Then you say it's weird. Raven's Home got a season 4 when most shows get canceled after a third. Hell, even Bunked got renewed and none of the original cast members are back. I didn't know that. Bunked, kind of like Jesse. I didn't like Jesse, and Bunked kind of has I think it has the same spirit as Jesse does, and it was never really a show that I liked. So, and I watched a little bit of. I couldn't even watch an entire episode of Bunked. It's not my thing. It's not my cup of tea. But I guess Raven's Home. I really haven't gotten to watching Raven's Home because I just don't watch Disney Channel. A lot of shows that are on Disney Channel right now are just bad, and so I kind of just avoid that channel, to be honest with you. But but I might try to check that out because I'm glad that she's back on television doing her thing, so that's pretty cool. So I might check it out one day. Who knows? We'll see. The Northwestern. Oh no, I skipped one. Lob City 2.0 says, "Did you know about the Muppet Show on ABC some years back? It was like a reality show and a more realistic take on the Muppets, but it was canceled after one season." Yeah, I definitely do remember that show. When I think it was this whole. It was an interesting show at the time, but now when you look back at it, it was definitely weird. Especially when you have the Muppets talking about like how Kermit left Miss Piggy for someone else, another pig. That was kind of weird. And then they kind of said certain things were sexy, and I was like, that's also weird. I'm like, okay, what are you guys doing? It was strange, but yeah, I definitely do remember that show. I only watched I think one episode of it, probably. Not quite sure. But it's kind of interesting. I wanted to get to Jessica's question. I will get to that though. But again, yeah, it's 6:39. I'm gonna try to get some food ready to go. No, Northwestern Railway says, My Little Pony is gone and Discovery Family isn't worth watching anymore. I guess so, but at the same time, for me, I wasn't really watching My Little Pony all that much anymore. I don't really have that much interest in even watching the series finale, so. But, yeah, they don't really have a lot of shows airing there, I guess. Or a lot of new content, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Let's continue. Octavian Fernandez says, "What are your thoughts on Universal Kids?" It's okay. I don't really. The only show, and I'm gonna be honest with you, the only show I really watch on that is a show called Mighty Mike. It's about I guess this dog that kind of tries protecting his home from these raccoons while also impressing a dog that's right next door. He has a huge crush on her, and he's always trying to impress her. I think the show's funny, and it's also cute as well. There's no talking at all. It's kind of like one of those shorts in a way. It is kind of like a collection of shorts, kind of. Not really, but in a way kind of is. But I personally like the show. It's cute, it's funny, so that's kind of the only one I really watch. So I think Universal Kids, I'm not even quite sure what that channel's about, if that makes sense. I don't know. So, but I don't really have much of an opinion on the channel as a whole, if that makes sense. So continuing here, Lob City 210 says, "Do you have any videos planned for Halloween that are Halloween themed, like a review?" Unfortunately, I do not. I don't. I don't think I've ever really had a video that was themed towards Halloween. In terms of a review, I don't think so. Have I? No, I don't think so. But no, unfortunately, I do not have a Halloween themed video coming out. So, yeah. Northwestern Railway 66 says, "Ugh, I can't stand that Muppets reboot. I can see why it lasted one season. It wanted to be a Modern Family. A bit too bad that it really lost the charm of the franchise. Yeah, it was strange. That's kind of the only thing I can say about it. I don't remember a crap ton about the series anyway. Again, only watched like one or two episodes from it. One Mikey 19 says, speaking of Jesse, did you hear that Cameron Boyce passed away? Yeah, when I first heard that news, I was shocked because I was like, what? I keep looking over here. The lenses are over there. Christ. But yeah, I was shocked when I heard that news. Like it took me by surprise. Um, Especially considering the fact that like I saw the guy once. I was doing like this well, not me, but my mom's company, and we were there as volunteers. We were a part of like this walk for. I don't know if it was like a walk for education that we would walk. Everybody would kind of walk around the entire campus of USC. It was for to raise money for something. I really don't remember. Was it for homelessness? I don't remember what it was for, but he was also there, and Kobe Bryant was there as well. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, when I heard the news that he died in his sleep, that scared me. I was like, damn. And it's still a surprise. I still can't believe the guy's dead. Like I may not have been a big fan of Jesse or a big fan of what was the other the movie was in Descendants, but yeah, it still surprises me to this day that he's dead. I'm like, he shouldn't be dead. He should still be alive, man. It's crazy. Only yeah, life is short sometimes. It's nuts. So here's a good question. Jessica Schulman says, why do they have to wear makeup on sitcom TV show? The big reason for that is I may not have like the best answer or a fully fleshed out answer, to be honest, but one of the reasons why they do that is because of all the lights that are on, that are shining. It's kind of the same in a way as to why when I was in high school and I did the school plays, I also had to put on makeup. It has to do something with highlighting certain things on your face, like I guess like your eyes, your eyelashes, cheeks, and all that kind of stuff. Um, and of course, you always, on television, you gotta try to look perfect. You can't have someone with pimples all over your face on television. I mean, you can, but for a lot of people, it's not really all that pleasant to look at, if that makes any sense. So I guess that's kind of partially why they kind of do it, if that makes sense. But also, lights, a bunch of lights do kind of tend to really flesh out your face as well. So that makeup kind of also somewhat helps with that. That's what I know. I'm not 100% sure if what I'm saying is really correct, but that's kind of part of it, if anything else. But it's not just sitcoms, it's movies and all the other TV shows as well, and yada yada yada. So that's kind of that. But that's kind of my insight, if that makes sense. Octavian Fernandez says it used to be Sprout. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I remember that. They had like this chicken. I think it was called like the Chica Show or something. I don't remember. But yeah. And this is the last comment now, and I think this will be the last one that I read and answer. Lob City 2.0 says, are there any celebrities you met through acting and actually got to have a full conversation with? There was apparently, I don't remember what movie series he was in. But yeah, I don't remember what movie series he was in. But he also knew people that were in a theater company that I was a part of. And I guess he would see me sometimes when I was doing like these summer theater camps shows. He would also attend some of them, and he remembered because last year we did kind of like I think they celebrated their 20 years or 25, 30 years or something of being a theater company or something like that. And he also attended, and he's I can't think of his name, and I don't remember what movie series he was in as well. Was it Terminator? I don't think it was Terminator. was it Terminator or was it G? I really don't remember. They were talking about it because they also gave him an award for that kind of stuff, like legendary or something. I think, but he definitely has come up to me and talking about how like he enjoys he's enjoyed seeing me on stage when I was younger playing the Wiz, being the what the Tin Man. Yeah, and like he says that he's personally a fan of mine. He really looks forward to seeing where I go. Like he looks forward to seeing where I go within the industry, which was pretty cool to be honest. To see somebody that's been in movies, it's been who's somewhat well known. And again, I can't. His name is escaping me right now. I can't really think of. I don't remember to be honest. But and I don't think he was a main character of anything. I think it was like maybe one of the supporting characters or something. But he was in multiple movies of a certain franchise. But I just can't remember what it was to be honest. But we were talking about it at the gala event that we went to, and he was talking to me about like the acting and how don't give up and do this, do that, and all that kind of stuff. So it was pretty cool. I've met several celebrities a couple of times, not through acting, but just through like certain events that I have attended, and it wasn't really that I was talking about like acting with them or anything like that, but yeah, I mean either way, whether it was an actor or with someone else or whatever, I've met several people who would be considered celebrities, and it's pretty cool. Like, and throughout my lifetime, might I add. So, but yeah, yeah. If I could say the name of the film franchise, it was a pretty big one too, and the name of his name, I would totally give it to you right now. But I just like right now my brain is blanking on that. So yeah, but that was kind of a cool experience, and to see that he's apparently a fan of me and my work in terms of what I did with that theater company. It's pretty cool. He says he would like to see an album from me come out. I would love that, to be honest. Like if I could find somebody to write songs for me and I sing it and we can do something, that would be awesome. Like that's the kind of stuff I like to do. Okay, let's continue with two more questions, or yeah, one more. One Mikey 19 says, last question for me. What are your thoughts on the new season of Bubble Guppies? Surprised that they actually even have another season because they canceled it a while ago, and then now all of a sudden we have another one, and we have a new character as well. I only saw the first episode, and I'm not sure if like the entire season is kind of changed how the show is, because from the first season it seems like they kind of dive more into that story time segment of the show. Like it kind of completely takes over the entire episode now, which is cool. It's kind of cool. Kind of makes it different, but it's definitely interesting that that the show was gone for a while, was literally ended for a while, and then they come back for another season. I mean, because they continued airing the series, so I wonder, because it's weird. Jesus, I am stuttering like crap right now. But it's interesting how it works sometimes. Sometimes the channel will continue to air a certain series that just ended. And then sometimes, it generally depends, it doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes they'll say, actually, you know what? There's still some viewership for the show. Let's bring in some more people. Let's bring the team back and let's have another season. Come on. So it's kind of cool that it happens sometimes. So, thinking of that, I wonder, because Cartoon Network still continuously airs episodes of The Amazing Woody Gumball all the time. There's no ending to that. They always air it. So I'm curious if they are going to possibly, like, excuse me, if they're going to possibly maybe surprise us with more episodes of The Amazing Woody Gumball. Will we possibly have another season coming out? Like, at all? Like, will they order some new episodes or whatever? Especially with the way they ended it. Like, we don't know if they're still going to get a movie or what. Like, the ending of that series was just very ominous. It was like, so what's going to happen? Are they all going to fall into the void? Are they going to try to save their town? Are we going to have a special or what? no idea. So hopefully that will be answered at some point. But yeah, that's it's crazy. But we'll just have to see, I guess. And Northwestern Railway says you should do a Halloween stream discussing Halloween themed movies and cartoons, but I it's possible. Not gonna say that that's a guarantee. If anything else, and yeah, I agree with you, Lob City 2.0 about that finale. Yeah, it was way too open. Like it ended very weirdly. Like it's just yeah, it's very strange, you know. Um, but back to Northwestern Railway's comment. Yeah, I mean, maybe not this time around. Maybe like I could do something like that for around Christmas time. Depends, or maybe Thanksgiving or something. I don't know. Really depends. It really depends on what happens. We'll see. But that definitely is an interesting concept and all that. Ooh, actually, that kind of gives me a good idea for either a video or a stream around Christmas. Yeah. Okay. All right. You gave me an idea. So we may not really be doing the Halloween theme, even though I probably could. But we either. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but that's not a promise. You know, since it's only like a few days away, technically. So, but either way, you gave me an idea for possibly a Christmas stream or a video or whatever. So thank you for that. So yeah, that would be pretty cool. Either or now, it's yeah, almost 7 o'clock right now. So that is my cue. So thank you guys so much, honestly, for joining the stream. Thank you guys so much for the questions and the comments and all that stuff. I don't know when I'll do my well, I never know when I'm doing my next stream. I never really plan when I'm gonna do the streams. I honestly kind of do it when I think, oh, I have an opportunity, you know. So yeah, if that makes any sense. But what's the last thing? But YouTube doesn't have to wear. Oh yeah, Jessica Schulman says, but on YouTube you don't have to wear makeup and yada yada yada. I mean, yeah, YouTube and television, different things. You know, like it's not really all that comparable. But even with the most, like, say, produced YouTube videos, you still have these people wearing makeup, even if it's not all that noticeable. Yeah, you know, like it's not. So it's kind of just how the industry is, you know. So it's that kind of thing. But again, trying to end the stream here. So hopefully the next time I do a stream, which might be sometime next week or maybe in a couple of weeks or whatever, I have no idea. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I have a topic to talk about that time. But either way, like I kind of just like hanging out with you guys. So it's all really good. So it's all cool. But yeah, until next time, and also next week I might be posting another Reddit thread video. Kind of planning on it, but we'll see what happens if it does happen next week, or well, technically this coming week, or if it happens the following week or whatever. We'll see. We'll see. But either way, thank you guys again for joining me on this stream. And until next time, and possibly the next video, I will see you guys later. And remember, you're hearing this from a regular bunny in a regular world. Peace out, and as always, thanks for watching.